Order, honorable members. The secretary will read the order.
Debate on vote number 17, Higher Education Appropriation Bill.
There's too much noise in the chamber. I now invite the Honorable Minister of Higher Education to deliver the budget vote.
The House Chairperson and honorable members of the National Assembly, the Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Higher Education and Training, Honorable Nobuhle Nkabane, I dedicate this 2025-2026 budget to the memory of our fallen heroes and heroines in the post-school education and training who have recently passed. In April this year, Sisoke Mbalekwa was shot and killed while running away during student protest at the Walter Sisulu University's Mthatha campus. Further, just last week, Mr. Sinethemba Nkabane, the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Institutional Support and Development at Walter Sisulu University, was laid to rest. All these tragic gun violence-related deaths destabilizes our institutions of higher learning, communities, and families, as well as the broader academic community. This violence forces our institution to spend resources on security measures, resources that could be more productively applied to academic investments. I, as the Minister of Higher Education, condemn this violence in the strongest terms because now our institutions are becoming more unsafe. Despite this violence, our commitment remains steadfast to build a post-school education and training system that is inclusive, equitable, and responsive to the needs of our young people and the nation. For the current medium-term expenditure framework cycle, the department's budget has increased at an average annual rate of 4.4% in nominal terms. The total budget allocation for the current financial year is 142.4 billion rands. It increases to 150 billion rands in the next financial year and 258 billion in 2027-2028. In real terms, this growth is not sufficient to meet growing demands for additional resources. 2025 marks the first year of the implementation of our 5-year strategic plan for the period 2025 to 2030. Amongst others, during this period, our overall strategic focus areas will be on improving education outcomes and skills. We intend to complete phase 1 of the University of Northwest Mining Campus by 2030, working to refurbish the erstwhile Kiani College of Education in Limpopo into a state-of-art campus of the Tshwane University of Technology with first-year student registration in 2026 academic year, which is currently underway. Honorable House Chairperson, in terms of the sector allocation, the following comments on selected budget items bear relevance. The budget of TVET for the current academic year is 14 billion rands, an increase from 13.1 billion in 2024. This budget is projected to increase to 14.7 billion next year. We remain committed to repositioning and rebranding our TVET colleges as institutions of choice for various careers of our young people. For too long, vocational skills were seen as second class, but today, we are saying to the people of South Africa, loud and clear, becoming an artisan is not a backup plan. Artisan training and development is the backbone of a thriving economy of the 21st century. We are saying it is cool to be an artisan of the 21st century. It is cool. Our National Skills Development Lever consists of SETAs, and the National Skills Fund has a combined budget of 26 billion rand for the current financial year, and this budget will increase to 27.8 billion in the next financial year. Student funding through the National Student Financial Aid Scheme has grown since 1991 from disbursing 21.4 million to 54 billion rands. And between 2019 and 2024, NSFAS disbursed 244 billion rands, benefiting 4,695 students in both universities and TVET colleges. The NSFAS budget for the current academic year is 48.7 billion, and it will increase to 51 billion next year and 53.4 billion in the year 2027. While this is not sufficient to meet the growing demand for access to higher education, we continue to seek efficient ways of allocating limited resources to ensure that no deserving learner in South Africa is left behind. Many bright and talented students are left behind as they do not qualify for government funding, and NSFAS will remain committed to implementing of a comprehensive student funding model for higher education to address the needs of the missing middle. Towards assisting the missing middle, the National Skills Fund has set aside 3 billion over a 3-year period, and the first allocation of 1 billion rand was transferred to NSFAS in the year 2024, and progress on implementation of this 1 billion is underway. This is a clear indication that the government has been prioritizing education and its quest to broaden access to those sections of our communities who had no access to post-school education and training in the past. Students living with disabilities receive specific support in the form of assistive learning devices, and NSFAS support enables public institutions of higher learning to receive sufficient funding to ensure quality tertiary education outcomes. NSFAS support to the property sector has enabled transformation across the student accommodation portfolio and has enabled aspiring landlords to start scaling their property enterprises. Overall, the budget for university education increases from 91.7 billion in 2024 to 96 billion in the year 2025 and to 110.4 billion in the year 2026. In the current academic year, we acknowledge that there is a 1.4 billion deficit of the university budget due to US freeze. We continue to work with the National Treasury to find a sustainable adjustment to university budgets. In February this year, I announced the appointment of the new board of NSFAS. The board is comprised of highly qualified individuals with the expertise necessary to promote efficiency, accountability, as well as transparency in the organization. In the 2025 academic year, NSFAS is supporting approximately of 811 students across various universities and TVET colleges. Of these, universities are sitting at 580,000, while TVET colleges are sitting at 231,000. NSFAS has initiated direct consultation with various institutions to assess their capacity to accommodate NSFAS operations within their premises in its effort to decentralize its operations, because we want to make sure that we are accessible. Following concerns regarding accommodation payments processes, NSFAS has conducted a comprehensive legal review of the contracts of students accommodation intermediaries who are charging 5% fees. And we believe that these fees can be redirected to our young people who do not have access to post-school education and training. We are waiting for a final report for us to decide in this regard. This is our commitment to clean governance, to accountability and transparency to root out any potential corruption and maladministration in our post-school education and training. House Chairperson, we are committed to repositioning and transforming the National Skills Fund to target youth unemployment in line with the medium-term development plan. The fund will continue its support to the Human Resource Development Council of South Africa and the National Skills Authority in steering national skills and human resource development strategies. In the State of the Nation address in February this year, His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa announced a set of comprehensive measures to further support persons with disabilities as part of transformative initiatives to empower over 10,000 persons with disabilities through tailored training programs, stipends, and specialized tools with an investment value of R1 billion. Furthermore, the Presidential Youth Employment Intervention, a key initiative aimed at reducing barriers and expanding employment and training opportunities for young people, will receive priority because we want to make sure that young people have access to education, to skills revolution, as well as they must participate actively in economy. The National Skills Fund will continue to fund artisan development and contribute to National Development Plan target of 30,000 by 2030. House Chairperson, funding for just energy transition requirements will be provided through bursaries, scholarships, occupational programs, and work integrated learning programs. I am proud to say that as the sector, we are leading in South Africa on just energy transition skills portfolio. And as part of this work, the department will officially launch both the Just Energy Transition Skills Desk and the National Just Energy Transition Skills Advisory Forum on the 29th of August 2025. And we will be working closely with the Minister of Energy and Electricity, Dr. Ramokgopa, in ensuring that we implement this program. For its implementation, we'll be working closely in partnership with various government departments, the industry, labor, education and training institutions, and communities to build a more inclusive and agile skills system. Honorable members, this year, South Africa took over the presidency of the G20. The Department of Higher Education and Training will continue to lead in collaboration with the Department of Basic Education, the G20 Education Working Group, which will include hosting of the remaining education working group meetings in Mpumalanga province. We have identified the 3 priority areas of deliberation in the G20 Education Working Group, which is quality foundation learning, the role of early childhood care and education to improve the quality of foundational learning, the mutual recognition of qualifications in the global context, and education professional development for a changing world. We will ensure that our higher education institutions play an active role in the G20 presidency through participation in seminars covering a variety of priority areas and topics. Recognition of qualifications and skills across borders is no longer optional, it is mandatory. The significance of mutual recognition of qualifications and skills is critical to foster academic mobility for students, for our researchers and lecturers, for our labor mobility, for skilled workers, for policy coherence across countries and regions. Honorable Chairperson, the skills development system will continue to prioritize key areas such as artisan development and workplace-based learning programs. And over the past 5 years, South Africa has produced more than 95,000 qualified artisans, largely through the sector education and training authorities. But the sad part is that we are not sharing our good stories. It is time now for us to share what our sitters can offer. I just want to reflect on key achievements on centers of specializations. The center of specialization were expanded from 43 to 53 by the end of 2020-24-25 financial year. The investment since the launch in 2019 has increased to 257 million to upgrade infrastructure at these centers. The number of trade centers at TVET colleges also increased from 35 to 37 trade centers. Hairdressing was included as funded program for the year 2024, and these centers have trained over 5,000 artisans, of which 1,073 have been tested already and 1,041 passed through tests, achieving 97% pass rate. And planned projects and strategic priorities for the period ahead, I think it's very important for me also to share that. The centers of specialization will be expanded to include the following strategic priorities: music and performing arts at the Center, Johannesburg College, the mining sector in partnership with the MQA, the African Rainbow Mineral, and Waterberg TVET College. This will focus on mining skills. And water utility in partnership with Umgeni, Tukela Water and Rand Water. And this is going to assist water boards and our water services authorities with skills needed for water utility infrastructure, as well as to fight water leaks. Honorable Chairperson, it is our commitment to build an inclusive, responsive and transformative post-school education and training system. We have commenced with the prioritizing 2 CET colleges in Gauteng and the Northern Cape Province, and they are at the procurement stage and construction should commence by the end of this financial year. To support better coordination in our application processes, the draft Central Application System Bill is finally en route to the Speaker of the National Assembly following Cabinet approval. With the review of the statutory amendments in the PSET, we hope to improve the efficiency and performance of the post-school education and training system in South Africa. Chairperson, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Orbit TVET College Football Club for its promotion to the Betway PSL.
Honourable Minister, your time is now expired.
Proud of you as the post-school education and training. Thank you so much.
Thank you.